Hello, my amazing learners. Welcome back to the English Fluency Teacher channel. If this is your first time here, let me just say, you are in the right place if you want to speak English fluently, confidently, and naturally without feeling nervous or stuck. Now, let me ask you something. Have you been studying English for years, but still hesitate to speak? Do you know grammar rules but freeze when it's time to have a conversation? Do you feel like you'll never sound confident in English? If that sounds like you, don't worry. You are not alone. In fact, this is the exact problem most English learners face. But the good news is, I'm going to help you fix it today. In this video, I will be sharing 10 powerful, practical steps, plus a bonus tip, that will completely change how you approach learning English. These steps are based on real techniques, not just theory. They are things you can start doing immediately to boost your confidence, improve your pronunciation, expand your vocabulary, and think in English naturally. And here's the best part. If you follow these steps consistently, you will start noticing a transformation in weeks, not years. So grab your notebook, stay with me until the very end, and let's begin your journey to fluency. Step 1. Change your belief system. English is not difficult. The very first step to fluency has nothing to do with grammar books, vocabulary lists, or pronunciation drills. It begins right here, in your mind. If you tell yourself every day, English is so hard, or I'll never be fluent, your brain will believe it. And the next time you try to speak, your brain will sabotage you with fear, hesitation, and self-doubt. But let me tell you the truth. English is not as difficult as you think. Consider this. Every single day, millions of people around the world, from different countries, different ages, different backgrounds, learn to speak English fluently. They didn't all move to America or the UK. They didn't all have expensive teachers. They simply believed they could, and they took action. Here's an exercise for you. Every morning, look in the mirror and say these affirmations out loud. English is easy. I can speak English. I am improving every single day. Say them with confidence, even if you don't fully believe them yet. Over time, your brain will begin to accept them, and this will change how you approach learning. And remember, mistakes are not failures. They are progress. Think about when you learned to walk. You fell hundreds of times, but you never gave up. Why? Because you knew walking was possible. That's the same attitude you need for English. Fluency starts with belief. If you believe English is simple, your brain will start to learn it more easily. Step 2. Immerse yourself in English daily. Now that your mindset is right, let's talk about immersion. Most learners think, if only I lived in an English-speaking country, then I'd become fluent. But that's a myth. You don't need to move to London or New York. You can create your own English-speaking world right where you are. Here's how. Change your devices to English. your phone, your apps, your social media. Set them all to English. That way, every time you check a notification, you're exposed to the language. Watch movies and TV shows in English. But don't just watch passively. Watch actively. Pause after a line, repeat it, and mimic the actor's tone and pronunciation. Listen to podcasts and audiobooks. Even if you don't understand every word, your brain is absorbing rhythm, tone, and vocabulary naturally. Surround your home with English. Write mirror, refrigerator, table, and door on sticky notes. Place them around your home. Every time you see them, say the word aloud. Engage online in English. Comment on YouTube videos in English. Write Instagram captions in English. Join English-speaking groups on Facebook or Reddit. Immersion is about creating an English-rich environment. The more you see, hear, and use the language, the faster your brain adapts. Here's the truth. Your environment shapes your fluency. If you surround yourself with English daily, fluency is not just possible, it's inevitable. Step 3. Stop obsessing over grammar. Now let's talk about grammar. Grammar is important, but focusing on it too much can actually kill your fluency. Many learners think, I need perfect grammar before I can speak. But that's a huge mistake. Think about children. Do they memorize grammar rules before speaking? Of course not. They listen, they repeat, they make mistakes, and over time they naturally learn grammar through usage. That's exactly how you should learn too. Instead of memorizing endless rules, start with simple, useful sentences and repeat them daily. I am learning English. She is cooking dinner. They are playing football. These small sentences give you a foundation. As you repeat them, you'll notice grammar rules falling into place naturally. Here's a golden rule. Fluency first, grammar later. Your goal is communication, not perfection. Even native speakers break grammar rules in casual conversation. What matters is being understood, not being perfect. So stop worrying about making mistakes. Start focusing on expressing yourself. Step 4. Speak every single day, even alone. This step is absolutely crucial. Speak every single day. Speaking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. The less you use it, the weaker it becomes. But here's the problem. Many learners study English every day, but they don't actually speak. They read, they write, they listen, but they rarely open their mouths. That's why you must practice speaking out loud, even if you're alone. Here are some powerful techniques. Mirror practice. Stand in front of a mirror, look yourself in the eye, and practice conversations. For example, hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. What about you? I'm doing great today. Daily narration. Describe what you're doing in English. I am making tea. This tea smells amazing. Now I am sitting at my desk. Role play. Pretend you're at a restaurant, airport, or shop. Practice ordering food, asking for directions, or buying something. Voice recording. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute every day. Listen back and notice your mistakes. Over time, you'll see how much progress you've made. Speaking daily removes fear and builds confidence. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Step 5. Think in English. No more translating. Here's one of the biggest secrets to fluency. Stop translating. When you think in your native language and then translate into English, three things happen. You slow down, you hesitate, you sound unnatural. For example, if you want to say, "I'm hungry," but you first think of it in your native language and then translate, by the time you speak, the moment has passed. Instead, train your brain to think directly in English. Here's how to do it. Start small with single words. Look around and name things in English. Chair, book, phone, window. Move on to short sentences. I am tired. The sky is blue. I need water. Later, build more complex thoughts. I wonder what I should cook for dinner today. At first, it feels unnatural. But with consistent practice, your brain rewires itself. Soon, English thoughts will come automatically, and speaking will feel natural. Step 6. Improve pronunciation with listen and copy. Pronunciation is one of the most common worries learners have. They think, what if people don't understand me? Or, what if my accent is bad? Here's the truth. Pronunciation is not about sounding perfect. It's about being clear and confident. The best method to improve pronunciation is what I call listen and copy. Here's how it works. Choose a podcast, YouTube video, or movie scene with native speakers. Listen carefully. Pay attention to rhythm, intonation, and stress. Pause and repeat exactly what they said. Try to copy not only the words but also the tone and emotion. Record yourself. Listen back and compare. This technique helps you train your mouth muscles to produce English sounds. Remember, don't try to speak too fast. Speaking slowly and clearly is far better than speaking quickly and being misunderstood. Step 7. Master the most common sounds. English has certain sounds that learners from different languages find difficult. For example, the TH sound in think and this. Place your tongue between your teeth and blow air. The R sound in red or car. Pull your tongue back slightly and don't touch the roof of your mouth. The L versus R difference. For lake, touch the roof of your mouth with your tongue. For rake, pull your tongue back. Here's a fun way to practice. Tongue twisters. 33 thirsty thieves. Red lorry, yellow lorry. She sells seashells by the seashore. Start slowly, then increase your speed. These exercises make your mouth more flexible and improve your pronunciation. Step 8. Expand your vocabulary naturally. Vocabulary is the building block of fluency. Without enough words, you can't express yourself. But here's the mistake many learners make. They try to memorize long lists of words they never use. The key is to learn vocabulary naturally and in context. Here are some effective strategies. Read daily. Choose books, articles or blogs you enjoy. Highlight new words and look them up. Use flashcards. Apps like Anki or Quizlet are great for reviewing words daily. Learn in themes. Group words together. For example, travel, airport, suitcase, destination, ticket. Emotions. excited, nervous, frustrated, joyful, food, delicious, spicy, sour, sweet. Write sentences. For every new word, write 3 sentences using it. Example: magnificent. The view is magnificent. She wore a magnificent dress. That was a magnificent idea. Finally, use the new words in real conversation. If you don't use them, you'll forget them. Step 9. Practice stress and intonation. English is not spoken word by word like a robot. It has rhythm, flow, and music. Some words are stressed, and others are softer. For example, I want to go to the store. The important words, want and store, are stressed, while the small words are softer. This stress pattern is what makes English sound natural. Without it, you may sound flat or robotic. Here's how to practice. Listen to native speakers and notice which words they stress. Clap your hands or tap your desk on the stressed words. Repeat sentences with the same rhythm. When you practice intonation, your English will sound more alive, expressive, and engaging. Step 10. Conquer fear with the 3-second rule. Now let's address the biggest enemy of fluency: fear. Many learners stay silent because they're afraid of making mistakes, being judged, or not being understood. But here's the truth. Mistakes are part of learning. Even native speakers make mistakes. The only way to overcome fear is to face it. Here's a technique I call the 3-second rule. Whenever you want to speak, count in your head 1, 2, 3, and then speak immediately. Don't overthink. Don't translate. Don't worry. Just speak. The more you do this, the more your hesitation disappears. Over time, speaking becomes automatic. Bonus step: make English fun. Finally, let's talk about the most important thing: making English fun. If English feels like a boring subject, you'll give up. But if English is connected to things you enjoy, you'll stick with it. If you love cooking, watch recipes in English. If you love football, follow commentary and interviews in English. If you love movies, watch them in English with subtitles. Then try without subtitles. If you love gaming, play in English and chat with other players. When you connect English to your hobbies, it stops feeling like study and starts feeling like life. And that's when real fluency happens. So, my amazing students, there you have it. 10 powerful steps, plus a bonus tip, to help you speak English fluently and confidently. Let's quickly review. Believe English is simple. Immerse yourself daily. Stop obsessing over grammar. Speak every day. Think in English. Listen and copy pronunciation. Master tricky sounds. Expand your vocabulary naturally. Practice stress and intonation. Beat fear with the 3-second rule. Bonus: make English fun. Remember, mistakes are your stepping stones. Confidence comes from practice. Fluency is possible for you. Now, I want you to say this with me. I can speak English. I am improving every day. I will become fluent. Yes, you will. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are also learning English. And before you go, tell me in the comments, which step will you start practicing today? I read every comment, and I'd love to hear your answers. Until next time, keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, fluency is not a dream. It's your future. See you in the next video.